This video is about using the rooted method of addition. It is the second video on the rooted method of addition, and the examples we use here will involve carrying. For our first example, we're going to add 478 to 165. Now, we're going to be focusing on carrying in these examples, and we know that 5 plus 8 will be more than 10, so there will be carrying involved. And 60 plus 70 is more than 100, so again there will be carrying. Also, we need to continue to focus on setting things out correctly. So when setting out 478, we need to make sure that the 8 goes directly under the units column, the 7 of the 70 under the tens, and the 4 of the 400 under the hundreds. Do the same with 165, and of course remember the addition sign and the line under which we will be writing our calculation. Starting on the right hand side, as always, we can add 8 and 5 together to give us 13 and write the 3 in the units column under the line. Now, we have a 10 that needs to be carried, and I like to write the 1 in the tens column under here to remind me that it is being carried. So we can carry on with the calculation of the other tens. We know that 6 plus 7 is 13, so 60 and 70 is 130. And remembering that we need to add on this 10 here, we have 140. So we can write 4 of the 40 in the tens column. And since we have 100 that needs to be carried, we will also write another 1 in the hundreds column. And we'll go on and add the remaining hundreds together. So we have 400 plus 100, which are 500, and then adding this other 100 which has been carried, we have 600. So we write a 6 in the hundred column under the line. So our final answer is 643. For the second example, we've made things a little bit more challenging. We've added in a thousands column here to accommodate the numbers 5,452 and 1,078. Once again, we need to make sure and really focus on our setting out so that the 2 is in the units column. The 5 of the 705 goes into the units column underneath. There we go. And the 8 of the 1078 goes right underneath it. And once again, we make sure we have the addition sign and the line written under the numbers we're about to add. Okay, so let's start by calculating the units. 2 plus 5 plus 8 is 15. So we'll write down 5 under the line in the units column, and we will carry the 1 in the tens column. 5 plus 0 plus 7 is 12, plus 1 is 13. So we'll write a 3 in the tens column under the line, and we will carry the 1 in the hundreds column. Now we can add the other hundreds. We know that 4 plus 7 plus 0 is 11. So 400 plus 700 is 1,100. Remembering to add the other 100 which has been carried gives us 1,200. So we can write a 2 in the hundreds column under the line, and we can carry the 1 into the thousands column. Now adding the thousands. 5,000 plus 1,000 equals 6,000, plus the 1 that has been carried gives us 7,000. So we write a 7 into the thousands column under the line. So our final answer is 7,235. Okay, for this third and final example, we've made things a little bit more challenging again by introducing some numbers with up to 2 decimal points here and here. So we'll really need to focus when setting these numbers out in our calculation that the unit numbers here, the 4, here the 1, and here the 6 go in under the units column. So here we go again. The 4 goes right underneath the units column. The 1 in 91.57, again, right underneath in the units column. And 6 in 436.24 is again here in the units column. And like with the other examples, we have the plus sign and the line under which we can make our calculation. Okay, so we'll begin our calculation on the right hand side over here. Now, this column is the hundredths column, which is different from the hundreds. It is on the right hand side of the decimal point, so it is less than 1. It is the hundredths column. Now, we know that 7 plus 4 is 11, so 7 hundredths plus 4 hundredths is 11 hundredths. So we will write our 1 under the line under the hundredths column. And we will write carry our 1 to the tenths column. I'll write it under here. Okay, and so now we can add our tenths. We know that 8 plus 5 plus 2 is 15, plus another 1 is 16. So we can write 6 in the tenths column under the line. We'll remember to add our decimal point, and we can carry our 1 across and write it under our units column. Then we can add the rest of the units together. So 4 plus 1 plus 6 is 11, plus 1 is 12. So we'll write 2 in the units column under the line, and we'll carry our 1 into the tens column. Now adding the rest of the tens. 0 plus 9 plus 3 is 12, plus 1 is 13. So we know that 90 plus 30 plus 10 is 130. So we write 3 in the tens column under the line, and we'll carry a 1 into the hundreds column. Then we can add the rest of the hundreds. We know that 7 plus 4 is 11, so 700 plus 400 is 1100, and remembering to add the 1 that's been carried into the hundreds column makes 1200. So we write our 2 in the hundreds column under the line, and since there are no further columns, no other numbers to be added, we can write the 1 in the thousands column under the line. So our final answer is 1232.61. Okay, well, I hope it's been really useful to see these 3 examples of the written method of addition. As with other vertical calculations or vertical algorithms, it's really important that we focus and spend time to set out our numbers in the correct columns, so that the units go into the units column, tens in the tens, and that if the numbers involve decimals, that we have the decimal point, and any tenths, hundreds, and so forth. Also, the second thing to be focusing on is to remember that if we're carrying numbers, that they're written in the correct columns, and that we remember to also add them in to the next column as we're adding. Okay, well, thanks very much for that. Thanks for listening and watching. Keep your eyes peeled on our YouTube channel for more instructional videos. Thank you.